It's not often I get to do these in natural light, so let's see how this goes. Before we get too far into this, I just want to give a shout out to Dunkin' Donuts' new flavor, the White Winter Wonderland Chocolate, or whatever the fuck it's called. White Winterland Chocolate. White. Hey, look what's on the menu tonight. I know this camera angle over here sucks, but it's the best I can do for now. So, we've got the Oreo Chocolate Hazelnut, and we've got the Oreo Hot and Spicy Cinnamon. I'd heard that they'd come out on the 1st. The release date was the 1st, but obviously with shipping around that time of year, you have to just start looking, you know, the 3rd, the 4th, whenever. It took me about 3 or 4 trips to different stores before I finally found these at Walmart in Lynchburg, Virginia on Ward's Road. They also now have them at the one on Old Forest Road. So if you're in the area and watching this, they have them at those 2 locations. And I'm sure pretty much all the stores are going to have them soon enough. The only problem with this angle is I like to lean forward, and as you can see, I'm a little overexposed here. Oh my god. I've literally tried to start this video like 4 or 5 times because I want to be humorous and funny and entertaining. But some days you're just not humorous, funny, and entertaining. So we're going to go straight into the review and we'll see where it leads us. I hope this lighting is good. It's pretty neat in here. I never have my office windows open. Like, I always have them closed. I'm always engulfed in darkness, just like my soul. However, yesterday Carol knocked this curtain down and didn't pick it back up. For the main reason so that Mima, who was sitting on the back of this chair, which I never use this chair in videos because you can't really see it, but it just tore up. Anywho, she opened up the curtain so that Mima could look out the window. And all of a sudden, the lighting in here just got really good. And I was just like, you know what? I've been wanting to see what 24 frames a second looks like with good natural lighting. And with the exception of leaning too far forward, I think we're good so far. 2 windows, we got 2 points of light, a little bit backing us up over here. We'll see how things go. It's nice though. What don't you see here? What's usually part of this entourage of food and beverages? You might say it's a White Russian. I haven't had a White Russian in 4 days, and it was just coincidence. Like, I had no intentions of being like, I'm not going to drink White Russians anymore. I'm not going to lie to you. It got to the point where I've had a few more White Russians than I should have had over the last 10 years or so. So it wasn't a New Year's resolution thing. It was nothing like that. It was all of a sudden I was just like, I had way too much on New Year's Eve. Like, I had 4 White Russians. I had a great night. There's a picture. If I find it, I'll put it up here. Look at this, right? Yeah, right there. Those are meatballs that I spilled all over the table, and I continued to eat till they were pretty much gone. They were delicious. Foz stuck around that night, and it was really cool to spend time with him, and Vic, and Jen, and Liz, and the people that came by and went. You know, it was so impromptu. We were actually going to go to another friend's house for New Year's Eve, but I really don't like being out on New Year's Eve, and especially since it's been cold and miserable, like, I just wanted to stay home. So I didn't avoid anybody's plans who invited me. Like, I just wanted to stay home. I find it interesting. I can't remember the last time. It's been a while, but Oreo used to do this. They would release 2 flavors at the same time, 2 new flavors. The Watermelon Fruit Punch Root Beer era, I believe, started that, and then it slowly tapered off, and then they've just been releasing 1 flavor. I think the light is moving up, so it's going to be moving in that direction. Fuck. Off my game today. I was excited when I found these on the shelf. It was a cold day. I braved the cold, and I was proud to have found these. The question here is, I didn't grab a milk. I'll get the milk before the video's over. Don't worry. I'm not going to discard that whole concept of milk's favorite cookie. The thing is that I don't know how these would go in milk. I'll try it. I mean, if it makes sense. Maybe I'll just get a shot of... for the party, I bought a bunch of Fireball. I love Fireball. And I thought maybe I'd dip them in this. But now that I haven't had a drink in 4 days, I'm not saying I'm quitting. I'm definitely... I'm a White Russian man to the day I die. There will come a weekend where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have a White Russian. But for now, I just want to, you know, it's a tempting thing to test yourself sometimes and, I don't know, improve yourself in certain ways that you think you're not as good as you should be. Happy New Year, everybody. All right. Which one do we start with? Like, I was gonna do 2 separate reviews, and then I was just like, nah, that came out, we'll do a head-to-head type thing. This is obviously gonna be the sweet factor, whereas this one is gonna be hot and spicy. Now, what I'm afraid of with this one is the color. That's really red. Like, really red, and I think it's gonna be the consistency of the Swedish Fish Oreo ones that were put out, I think it was not this summer, but the previous summer. That was a fun hunt. If you've never watched that video, me and the boys went out, and so follow the link or in the description below or wherever I put it. If not, just do a search for it on my channel. You'll find it. It's the Swedish Fish Oreo, the Vodkast, Jason with a G, you know. I'll just put a fucking link. There's the link. If you have to type it in and you don't want to and you're that lazy, then I'm sorry. I'll try to remember to put one in the comments. Chances are I'm going to forget because I'll be too busy with editing and getting a little icon ready to go. Maybe that's why. Let's flip a coin. We'll go with a penny because it's the first thing I grabbed. Heads, tails. Okay. I wonder if I can get that to land like right there. Can you see that? Heads. We're going with the cinnamon ones first. Okay. I've never been a huge cinnamon fan. Like, I love cinnamon in my coffee. Like, if I'm having pumpkin spice and there's some cinnamon on top, it's delicious. I like cinnamon and things like that. There's not, like, cinnamon candies, the red, round ones. Never been a big fan of those. Even spicy candy, just in general, like, I've never been a big fan of. But if you combine anything with Oreo, it's going to be a little bit better, I'm sure. I don't like tuna, but if you put a... Ooh, I thought they got rid of the lift flap. I was about to lose my shit. I can't smell anything these days. I had 2 bags of trash in my car for like a week. Not a week, maybe a few days. And I can't smell these at all. And Carol would get in the car and just be like, oh, this is so disgusting. I never smelt it. I guess in some ways, having a bad sense of smell is good. In other ways, it's just awful. All right, let's take a look at the cream. It almost looks like a double stuff. Yeah. Well, no, it is peeling off. With the Swedish Fish Oreos, it did not peel off at all. It was very... This is very... It's very, like, sticky, though. Whereas normally, like... Think of a regular Oreo, how that consistency stays together. It's a hard to explain consistency. It's like a gel or something. Anywho, this, like, you can just see it coming out the sides. It's just... But that's okay. That doesn't take anything away from the score of said cookie. Maybe a little bit of spice in there, but not much. I'm gonna go milk. I got some milk. Actually, let's set this over here, like we used to do, so you can watch the dunking process. Watch the dunking process. You see that? Okay, so it's not super spicy. The flavor is good though. It's a little weaker than I was hoping for. Like, if you're gonna go with the cinnamon, light, then you should have gone spicy with it. It's not super. I don't know where that went. I know later on I'm gonna find this giant red splotch on my crotch and be like, oh, son of a bitch. But the flavor's good. It's different. It's borderline. It's like if it had just gone a little spicier, I would have said very, very successful cookie. I'm not expecting too much out of the milk. Okay, that's better. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've got my micro metal blinds down. I know that sounds weird. Have you ever moved into a new house and replaced just about everything except for those few little things that all of a sudden you'll look at them and you go, wow, I've been here 13 years and these are the same blinds that were with the house and they're fucked up. They're metal, they're old, they're the little tiny blinds. I mean, all in all, they work pretty good, but like they're off their rocker and stuff, so they come down all the way and they're fine. You pull it up, it looks a little wacky. Do you? Do you have anything in your house like that? If you get a story about that, let me know about it in the comments below. Because I'd be very interested in hearing what you still have in your house. Let's go on to the hazelnut. As of this moment, we'll leave it scoreless for now. It's not a bad cookie. It's pretty good, and the fact that you can taste a little bit of the cinnamon in it is pretty awesome. Wish we could taste a little bit more. Hazelnut. I have a love-hate with hazelnut. Hazelnut, Irish cream, and French vanilla are your standard run-of-the-mill first-generation flavored coffees that I remember growing up as a kid. I didn't drink coffee, obviously, as a small child. Some children do, I'm sure, in countries where they hate their children. But I was probably about 17 or 18 when I first started drinking coffee, and I had it really sweet. And hazelnut, Irish cream, French vanilla could be found anywhere you went. Like, everybody was like, try the new French vanilla. Now on the market, hazelnut coffee. Gonna stop. So hazelnut's always been boring to me. It's like almost chocolate vanilla. Like, it's been around for so long, and they haven't, I don't know, vanilla hazelnut I've had before. Anywho, let's smell these. Ugh, it smells like fucking garbage. This smells like what I think Carol thought the car smelled like, or did. Oh, that didn't improve much. No, yeah, this is a garbage cookie. If this tastes anything like it smells, oh, good lord. I want to get a better smell. Here, check this out. Hello, I'm a cookie. I'm a crazy cookie. Then it went into my mouth. Oh, I think I might get a little brown on my nose there. Oh, it's really mushy. These might be mushy because it's just been sitting in the house. I'm sure if I left them in the car, they'd be a lot different right now. I'm getting more of the nuttier smell now, whereas before I didn't. Those nuts are starting to hit me. Okay. Wow. It takes a while for the flavor to get in your mouth. The nuts really got to spread around in there. And then it's like an instant classic that I'm not a huge fan of, but it's very good. I want to try a bite with more cream in it. More like the nut cream. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I really love nut cream in my mouth. It's just really good. Yeah, that's a good flavor. That's interesting. If it was a hair bit stronger, like I have a very bad palate, so these are probably wonderful for the common palate, the common man's palate, the lay palate, if you will. Palate, Galleria, Target, Target. It's very good. I want to try it in milk because I already like it not in milk. There are some things that are left to be desired. If I went back and smelled it, which I'll do in a second. I'm a fucking cookie. I'm a fucking cookie. Okay. Yeah. There is always a rare case where milk, for me at least, enhances the flavor of it. It broke down the cookie enough so that I didn't have to work at getting through the cookie to get to the nice, delicious nut cream inside. And when I got there, I was there sooner than I was when it was nice and hard and rock solid. If you soften it up a little bit, you can get to that nut cream, and it just does wonders. All right, I'm gonna fucking leave it with the nut cream. I'm sorry, I've overdone it. Now it's getting a little creepy. It's gone from, it's a little funny, to, oh, he should stop doing that at this point. Way better than these, in my opinion. But these are, they're good. They're unique. I was gonna give these like a 7, or maybe even a 6.5. I think I'm gonna go with a 6.5. They're definitely above average. They're good. I wouldn't seek them out again. I'll finish the bag or box or whatever you want to call it. This container full of Oreos, hot and spicy cinnamon Oreos for you and me and all the children around the world. And these are just phenomenal. Like if you're going to a party and they're having a cookie party, like a cheap cookie party, like a store-bought, don't make your own cookie party, try them out, bring them in. Actually, bring them both in. Then you can do your own review, and I can watch it. I got a package in the mail the other day. Here it is. Cremated remains. That is not a package you get in the mail every day. If you do, it might be some fetish thing. I don't know. If you look hard enough, I'm sure you'll find something. Yeah, my mom showed up on the doorstep the other day. They did come in the week before. I may have mentioned it on here previously. I can't remember the last video I did. But they showed up. I just had to sign for them. That was it. There they were. Heavier than I thought it would have been. Hey, be careful, all my friends up north who are in the middle of that... What the fuck's it called? Bomb cyclone? The fuck? Where do they come up with the names for these things? The bomb cyclone. Like, could that sound any more tragic? It's like you're combining, like, war and the worst, like, natural elements or, what do you call that? Natural disasters and, like, just putting them together. It's like a bomb cyclone, man. Fucking bomb cyclone. Get out! Thank you guys for dropping by and watching. Sorry it's been so long since my last video. Hopefully I will be back here sooner rather than later. If you guys are loving watching these as much as I'm loving making them, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. All those things help a YouTuber, I guess, like in factors. I've never monetized with YouTube. Maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe by monetizing, I'm seen. I don't know. I'll monetize. We'll monetize tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what it means. I guess they run commercials that match up well with your... No one's going to want to advertise with my shit, motherfucker. Let's face it. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow, and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain, my brothers and sisters, in the cold and the warm, I guess, as one. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that last moment. Always live in love and never let your inner child die. That's a Matthew Silver quote right there. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who can't take care of themselves, because they are the ones that need it the most. I wish you guys the best New Year ever. I know we're about 5 or 6 days in at this point, probably 7 or 8 days by the time I actually get this thing up. But thanks for always sticking with me and checking these out, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. That's what I want to do. That's not my tongue. It's my uvula, or my uterus. I think it's my uterus. Can you do a uterus trill? This is a little baby in there just shaking. Never shake a baby! I'll see you guys later. Good night.